Last fall, there was a new sustainability certification for people working in film, TV, sports, and music. And hear a little bit about that. Please welcome to the stage Adam Meredith.
Appreciate it. Wow, that's a hard act to follow. Neon, thank you so much for being involved. It really gives me a lot of hope to see so many young activists involved. It's a bright future we're going into. Before I jump into the Sustainable Production for Entertainment certification, or the SPEC, I'd like to acknowledge the MSA for the opportunity to be up here and for putting on such a great summit, don't you think? Yeah. Right, thank you. Again, this is about the Sustainable Production for Entertainment certification. My name is Adam Meredith, and I have the great privilege and honor of serving as co-technical advisor for the Sustainable Production for Entertainment certification, or SPEC, alongside my industry colleague, Zena Harris, with the Green Spark Group, and a whole army of folks at the U.S. Green Building Council California, including Ben and Julie and Elizabeth and Ling, and a small army of the Green Corps Building Corps program interns who helped us gather the content along the way to create this certification for our industry. So to get into it a little bit, well, what is SPEC? And what is it that we've launched as of September of last year with Amazon MGM Studios? Well, it serves as the workforce training standard for the entertainment industry, including individuals in film and TV, sports, and music. The SPEC is a foundational certification for, again, individuals that combines the best practices across the entertainment industry ecosystem while addressing key components that we all seem to share, whether it's in film and TV, sports, or music. And that might include topics of waste reduction and circularity, energy use, emissions, decision-making, planning, particularly in pre-production, climate action, assessing human health risk along the way, actually observing the kind of data and the maps that we need in order to understand where risk is. Kind of going back to the conversation with the panel about insurance claims and then trying to weigh those things out, we contemplate that in this certification. We're thinking along those lines as well. It includes vendors, logistics, a little bit of story, and more. Now, the relationship with the U.S. Green Building Council is a nice dovetail for our industry in that the USGBC California is already working in the built environment, working with and alongside a lot of studios to certify the buildings, of course, as you may know, but more broadly, working on creating leadership with people who are involved, educating, connecting, advocating in Sacramento, actually moving policy forward for our industry and for related and ancillary industries as well. It's very exciting. So to give you a little bit of background, when the three of us, Zena, U.S. Green Building Council partners, and I all sat back and thought, you know what? We need to understand where the market is right now. Do we even need a sustainable production certification for the workforce? We ended up looking at about a little over 50 certifications and distributed them into their respective categories, many of which are short, technical, one-off, kind of a widget within the industry, if you will. There is nothing monolithic. There is nothing that brought together best practices within our industry being film and TV, sports, and music. So with that problem in mind, we decided to create this cross-functional foundational certification, the SPEC, which is akin to how other industries function. Other industries have their own certifications to recognize professionals within this space. Along the way, we gathered a lot of feedback. We had a survey out for approximately 8 months, hearing from all kinds of industry people from all sectors of entertainment, and what we found was something that was rather interesting. In addition to integrating sustainable practices on production being the highest wedge, if you will, within this pie, we also saw that there were a lot of other entries, which was kind of interesting because people were effectively saying the same thing that we had categorized within the survey, but they were saying it differently. Meaning that the way we were talking about sustainability, the actual nomenclature we were using, was different. It's wild. So what did we decide? I know, if you think I'm a nerd about nomenclature. I heard some laughs. So what we decided to do was to create the better part of a day-long program to create a sustainable production for entertainment certification specifically for our industry, revolving around the following themes: climate, systems and planning, circularity, energy and environmental management, communications, and I would argue one of the most important things, action, right? So without over-talking, because I know I have only a couple seconds left, what we saw among surveying industry professionals, people who are actually practicing sustainability within the industry, was that they had a huge uptake of understanding in several key areas, pre and post-test, including the areas of enhanced understanding of circular economy, and then even something like, I understand the impact of climate change on human health, a 10% increase. When you put that in relationship to the next category, question 3, I know what sustainability efforts my company and industry makes, that's a pretty powerful tool. Someone who not only understands the human health impacts and risks, but also what the industry and the companies are doing to help fix that. So, in coming to the last couple slides here, what we have currently is Series 1 of the SPEC, which is an industry standard across, again, film and TV, sports, and music. And we have a forthcoming learning management system where we went through the production process to actually record everything so you can take it asynchronously. And we're right in the middle of drafting the framework for the advanced trainings that are coming out soon. I would encourage you, if you all want to take your phones out, something I wouldn't tell my students to do in class ever, but if you want to take your phones out, go ahead and take a screenshot of the QR code. Read a little bit about it and see if you'd like to get involved. I would love for you to take the course. We have a course coming up on Thursday. And if not, look at it in the learning management system. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.